DLRs, hey, what's going on, Whiteboards? Welcome to Whiteboards channel. Thank you for watching. In today's video, we're talking about the P0456 error code, and we want to talk about some symptoms that your vehicle and engine may experience while you're driving. Let's take a look. All right, DLRs, we are on the computer now, and we are looking directly at our Bosch OBD1 and 2 scanner. And down below in the comments and description will be a link on where to purchase this. This is an absolutely awesome scanner. I can't tell you how many times it's come in handy during our DIY repair videos over the years. It gets an A+ in our book. However, looking directly at the screen of the scanner itself, you can see P0456 error code, and what is that? It is the evaporative emission system leak detected, and in parentheses, very small leak, which is good. I'd rather have a very small leak than a very large leak. That would not be good. However, again, in this video, we're going to talk about some symptoms that your vehicle will experience when a leak in your EVAP system is detected and the P0456 error code is triggered and illuminating your check engine light. And DLRs real quick, scrolling above right now, as well as video link number 1 down below in the comments and description, we will talk about the EVAP system and the few parts or components within the system and its purpose. And by watching that, you may find it helpful, as again, it will explain the entire system, its purpose, the parts involved, and really give you a much better familiarization with the system and why you've got this error code. However, with this video, we're just going to talk about some symptoms, and the first thing I want to point out is the overall reliability of your vehicle and engine performance. In DIYs, long story short, you're really not going to notice a difference. In other words, do us a huge favor, don't stress out about it, don't lose sleep over it, don't pace around the house, and not allow anyone to talk to you because you're upset or annoyed at your vehicle. DIYers, do us a favor, stay calm. There's no reason to get stressed out about this code. If you got a very small leak in your system, like we do, as you see on the screen of our scanner, we've got some time. In other words, we don't have to replace any parts right this very second. The engine's still going to run, and it's still going to run fine. However, with this leak and this error code and your check engine light, the symptoms you will encounter with a very small leak is, as you drive, you may actually begin to smell fuel odors inside your vehicle. However, with a very small leak, unlikely. That is much more likely to happen when you have a very large leak. So that's important to point out. And in regards to the engine, again, very small leak, your engine performance will not change. You will not notice a difference. It will not bog down, it won't chug, it won't fail. However, if this error code is left completely ignored and you don't do anything about it or replace any parts or dive into the culprit of why this code is being triggered, it's very likely or possible that the very small leak will become a larger and more concerning issue. DLRs, if it does get to that point, you will very likely smell fuel odors inside the vehicle when you drive, and that's not healthy. You don't want to personally nor have any of your family members or friends inhaling fuel odors while riding in your vehicle. Again, that poses health issues such as headaches, dizziness, and more. And on top of that, if you do have a very large leak in your EVAP system, that is when you might begin to notice a difference in engine performance. It may be a little sluggish, however, not to a degree where it makes you feel or think, oh my gosh, my engine's dying, I need a new vehicle. That won't happen. So again, DORs, don't stress out about it. Let us help you get this resolved. Again, down below in the comments and description are additional links talking more about the EVAP system and this error code, as well as the step-by-step on replacing the actual part that caused our leak. And that was the EVAP purge control valve. And before we replaced it, we filmed a quick clip at the workstation with the part in the package, and we want to show you that now. All right, DLRs, hey, if you're still watching, we've made our way to the workstation, and I do want to show you the brand new replacement part. Again, we've got the Mopar OEM replacement part, not an aftermarket. However, coming to the top of the box, some part number info. Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. And there it is, the electrical connection and the 2 hose ports, and this one is ribbed. And taking a close look right here is our part number on the top. The bottom number is not the actual part number in our case. However, there it is. This is the part that is causing the EVAP leak to be detected and trigger that check engine light. And scrolling above right now, as well as down below in the comments and description, will be a link on how to properly and safely replace this part to get your EVAP system back working properly without a leak, so your onboard computer can turn that check engine light off. However, real quick before wrapping the video up, inside here is basically a check valve. And when that malfunctions or fails altogether, it gets stuck in a unique position. And when that happens, it interrupts the air pressure or airflow through the system, and it triggers the leak. And if you're curious how it does that, right here, again, it's got an electrical connection point, and that's the internal sensor basically right in this portion, as well as the internal electrical mechanism that operates the internal valve to the open and close position as the engine runs.